Kristaps Porzingis' presence on the Boston Celtics could not only determine the outcome of Game 5 of the 2024 NBA Finals, but also influence the course of this series. Porzingis suffered a left posterior tibialis dislocation in Game 2, a rare injury that did not come with a clear recovery timeline. If this were the regular season, Porzingis would likely be sidelined for several weeks. However, he has been moving around and is doing everything possible to be on the court in the NBA Finals for the Celtics. This leads us to the question: will Kristaps Porzingis be on the court on Monday night for Game 5? Kristaps Porzingis injury update for Game 5 versus Mavericks. Although he was considered active for Game 4 in Dallas, a potential closeout game in the NBA Finals, Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla said the star would be used only for specific situations. There was no clarity on what this meant, and Porzingis ended up staying on the bench throughout Boston's 122-84 loss in Dallas. The Mavericks now have a bit of confidence after securing their first win in this championship series, and they have been lethal on the road in these playoffs. It is never easy to win the fourth and final game in the NBA Finals, and for the Celtics, doing so without Porzingis makes the task even harder. As for whether the Celtics starting center will be able to play in Game 5, this remains the biggest mystery of the 2024 NBA Finals. At this point, Porzingis remains listed as questionable to play. His status has not been updated since he initially received this designation on Sunday afternoon. During media availability on Sunday, Mazzulla spoke to reporters about the team's mindset and approach heading into the crucial Game 5 on their home floor. Mazzulla, who was of course asked about the star's status, made it clear that Porzingis has been trying to prepare for this matchup. Porzingis was not made available to the media and reporters on Sunday, but he was seen walking around with no noticeable limp or limitations in his step. The good news for the Celtics is that Porzingis was active and ready to check in whenever his name was called during Game 4. Whether or not he would be the same impactful big man he always is remained an unsolved mystery. Xavier Tillman Sr., who has stepped up off the bench in the last two games for the Celtics following Porzingis' injury, told reporters on Sunday that he believes Boston star is still dealing with a lot of pain. "We'll see. Obviously, it's a rare leg injury. If he's in excruciating pain and can't be himself, it might not be worth it," Tillman said about Porzingis making a return in this series, via Celtics reporter Noah Dalzell. "When we go through our practices and stuff like that, he's doing some things, but you can tell he's very uncomfortable. We don't want to put him in any situation that could really hurt him." Given that his status has not changed much since Game 4, it seems like Porzingis is once again trending towards being active off the bench. However, with Tillman stepping up and the Celtics still holding a commanding 3-1 lead in this championship series, Mazzulla and his staff will very likely keep Porzingis on the bench for the duration of the game. So, when it comes to the question of whether Kristaps Porzingis will play in Game 5 of the 2024 NBA Finals against the Mavericks on Monday night, things continue to trend in the wrong direction. But then again, you never know when Mazzulla will call Porzingis' name at any point in Game 5 on Monday. Don't forget to leave your like to show your support for the team and, of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any electrifying moment of the NBA season.